course, if you're going back up into the San Francisco area, you can pick up his broadcast from KTIM FM 100 as the 450 Super Street riders, all 17 of them, go hurling along into turn number 1, and they all make it in pretty good shape. Once again, if you didn't hear it before, the winners today in AMA National Competition in the Super. And Ashmead dropped out, and of course Todd Brubaker from Southern California. His first race back, he finishes 3rd. In Formula 1, it was Mike Baldwin, and in Formula 2, it was Wayne Rainey. So those were your winners back in Mid-Ohio at the AMA National Races, and of course over in England in the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, Spencer wins the 500cc race and adds more points to his lead over Eddie Lawson, 20-point lead with 2 races to go. And Freddie Spencer finishing 4th at the 250cc race, clinched the 250cc title today. So Freddie Spencer doing quite well over in Europe, and of course his racing team on the Camel Pro Series also doing quite well with Doug Chandler as his racer. 785 out in front, and a rider we didn't expect to be up there is Brian Benvenides on the Yamaha, doing a great job out in front. Brian Benvenides holding off Alexander White, Kenny Nachman, and Chuck Morton. And Brian Benvenides, a rider that we expected to see in the top 5, but not out leading, is holding off challenges of this very talented field as they go up the hill. It is still Brian Benvenides. I'm not sure if he's even won a race this year. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Billy DeBeer to the sanction office with your... I want to mention that it's been an awfully good year for Freddie Spencer this year. As you know, he won the Formula 1 event at Daytona. He won the Superbike race at Daytona and won the Formula 2 event at Daytona. And as we mentioned, he is also sponsoring Doug Chandler, who is your Camel Pro Series points leader at the first half of the season and is currently running in 2nd spot. So Freddie Spencer having an excellent year himself personally, and of course he has part of a racing team and is doing quite well in that, thank you. So 1985 going to be a very memorable year for Freddie Spencer. All right, coming down the front straightaway here, Brian Benvenides about ready to lose first place to Chuck Morton as Chuck Morton takes a peek of the lead on the inside, outbreaks him going into turn number 1, and Chuck Morton now takes over the lead. Brian Benvenides doing a great job though, hanging on to the leader in 2nd spot. And back, Benvenides isn't satisfied with 2nd. He's trying to get back into the lead. You know, we're looking over our chart here, and Brian Benvenides has only got 12 points. He's almost ranked out of the top 10 in this 450 Super Street race. So Brian Benvenides has found some extra horsepower somewhere and is doing a great job holding down 2nd spot. Okay, starting to open up now a pretty big lead now is Chuck Morton. Did Morton win a race earlier? I don't know if he won one earlier, but I think he did real well in a race earlier. Morton now taking over the lead now in this 450 Super Street race. And Benavides still holding on to 2nd spot. As bike number 130, Kenny Nachman holds down 3rd spot. number 10, looks like that's Alexander White still holding down third spot. Then comes bike number 441, Matt Hall, holding down fourth. That's strictly unofficial. We'll check it next time around. Kind of a shaky start. It looks like Morton has his act together now and has almost 3/4 of a straightaway lead now as he comes by the start-finish stripe. Still holding on a second spot. Benvenides over Kenny Nachman. Over 329, Mike Crow doing a great job holding down fourth spot over Alexander White and Matt Hall. So we wanted to make sure that that was Mike Crow not being lapped. He's definitely up there in the thick of things, right there in fourth position. So bike number 329 on the Yamaha. Let's give credit where it's due. Mike Crow doing a great job of holding off these experienced riders in Matt Hall and Alexander White. Remember, Alexander White is the 10th ranked rider last year in total points in ARRA racing, and Mike Crow, relatively newcomer, holding him off there in fourth position. And open modified production, the last race on the program. 750 modified production and open modified production to the pre-grid, please. Just beyond the halfway. Okay, we're just about beyond the halfway point. Things is pretty well settled down. It's still Morton way out in front over Nachman, bike number 130 running a second spot. 785. Benvenides still holding down third. So he was leading a little earlier, but he's drifted back a little bit. But still, Brian Benvenides doing a great job holding in, staying in third spot. In fourth spot coming by was Matt Hall, bike number 441. And that dropped Mike Crow back, who was doing a great job holding down fourth. He's now back in fifth, Mike Crow is. And then in sixth spot, Alexander White. You don't expect to see Alex White down that far, but there he is back in sixth spot. And let's see if he can gain ground a little bit. There goes Matt Hall and Nachman right together with Crow right in the middle of things. So that's quite a race there for second spot now as they've moved up. We got three riders dueling around turn number 2 for that second position in 450 Super Street. Okay, well, you're wondering why Alex White was so far down in the field, and that's because he was having some mechanical problems. Alex White pulls into the pits. He is out of the race. So Morton out in front, but boy, what a great race we've got for, once again, second place in the highlight racing of the day between Matt Hall, Nachman, and 785. That's Benvenides. And back number 177, Darcy DeCosti, moving up through the field. DeCosti now up in the 6th spot. Bike number 523 is Joe Salvo running in 7th spot. And in 8th spot, bike number 239 is Al Garza. Okay, white flag for 75. Chuck Morton, and it looks like he's on his way to an easy win. Let's check out 2nd spot. 441 now. Matt Hall opening up a little bit over Nachman. And Nachman opening up a little bit over Benvenides in 4th. And bike number 329, Mike Crow in 5th. And it looks like that's the way the positions are going to end up in this 450 Super Street race. One more race to go. And let's have one mod prod and open mod prod to the pre-grid immediately. Okay, taking the checkered flag and a well-deserved win for Chuck Morton. We know he was right up there earlier today, and now he grabs another one. It's really going to help him in his points battle lead, because he lapped the points leader. Frank Galanico is having some problems on that Yamaha way in the back of the field back there, and this is definitely going to help Chuck Morton. So no matter what happens, he'll be the man of the